Systems are go. About 90 seconds to launch destination.
Mind you, we swore an oath of loyalty, but we are still senators. It's not more speeches in the Senate that will change the world. Rome is dying.
My legions are mustering as swiftly as possible. General Gaius, Julius Caesar, enough!
Senators, welcome back to episode 54 of my Stellaris Roman Empire campaign. In the last episode, we recalled our fleets to the starfield of Mars for some upgrades, while we progressed to the next stage of the Birch World and the Nickel-Dyson Beam megastructures. We've now identified a little bit of a shortfall in some of our special resources, so we've located 3 new gas giants and a molten world for harvesting of motes, gases, and crystals with new megastructure projects. It's a time of peace and prosperity for our empire, a golden age of commerce and architectural prowess. Our entire effort is now focused on the Birch World, creating the perfect living space for the Roman people, and the Nickel-Dyson Beam, creating the ultimate protection. Of course, now with our 6,900 population, it is rapidly growing across all of the planets and worlds that we have. So an investment like this is necessary, a forward-thinking investment for the growing demands of our population. And that's really what we're focusing on. So I don't know why, again, in between episodes, some of the resources got into the deficit. I'm sure that will just correct itself on the new month turnover. In between episodes, I basically just did this standard thing of moving a lot of pops around. We are getting tight on space. We are filling up ring worlds faster than we can build them. It seems, although we do have the Penrose Sphere ring world still to be filled up, so this creates a lot of Lebensraum for us. We should be fine for a while. But yeah, we are rapidly growing now. There's so many worlds that are all just churning out pops, and it's interesting because we're actually running that mod called Carrying Capacity, which means they stop growing at a certain point, but I think... Yeah, I don't know. Whatever way the mod is balanced, it just seems like you still grow them. Even when we're filled out, we filled every job that's on the planet. I guess just based on certain sizes and things, we're still just growing pops all the time. So I'm just... Eventually, we would hit a cap, but I keep taking them off the planets and moving them elsewhere. So it's really micro-intense, I guess, for me. I don't have to do that, but it seems like our pops are growing more than we'd even have jobs for them on the planets, which is a bit strange. Anyways, so that's the situation. So we have 3 new gas giants out in the old Tyrene Republic territory that we're going to be building. That's going to give us a bunch. I think it's going to give us about 60 gas and 60 motes. I identified another molten world in the Pollux system, which we can use to get, we can build a crystal megabore on a molten world, so we're going to build it on this one now. As you can see, it's just kind of hovered over there. And that's going to give us another 50 crystals, so almost matching the 60 we're getting from the other place. And then 150 minerals, so it'll help with minerals a bit. I would probably want to save up a bit more influence in future and build a second star lifter out at this brown dwarf. I think it would make sense. It's going to look weird, but... as one cohesive whole, it might look kind of interesting, actually, so we'll see. Right, so that's pretty much it. It is the year 2450, the 5th of May. And all is quiet in the galaxy. All is good. So let's just let time play. The other thing I did in between episodes was I finally went through... actually paused it for this. I went through some of the policies at the bottom. I guess I could have run votes on some of these, but... I don't know. Maybe I should have just asked. But either way... for healthcare, I've gone with public healthcare. Mostly I went based on actually the effects of these things rather than perhaps the roleplay aspects, but even so. I went with public healthcare. It basically gives us increased the pop growth speed. Cooperative and egalitarian ethics attraction is increased. Monthly energy credits will go down from that, 4%. The other option was private healthcare. We were on mixed before. Private healthcare basically hurt the worker happiness slightly. So public healthcare, the workers are going to be a little happier, but it's going to cost us a little bit more, but we get other benefits, which is nice, like the growth speed. This one would have actually given us leader lifespan, so I was thinking of maybe doing that, getting just, I think it would have been 25 extra leader lifespan. Privatizing the healthcare system where the elite can afford it only. But yeah, we don't actually have many medical workers, so it also gives a benefit to medical workers. That's the main reason I decided against it. Although I am building new gene clinics on the ring worlds. Anyway, so education went with public education now. That's a negative to energy credits again, but unity is increased, crime is reduced, governing ethics attraction is increased, as well as cooperative and egalitarian. So we might see some cooperative and egalitarian pop up in the factions a bit more because of that. Private would have just increased crime, but specialist pop resource output would have been increased 15%. Now that's pretty nice, but you have to remember a lot of our alloys come from megastructures, almost half of them. And then, yeah, actually 6,000 comes from jobs. Shit, I didn't even realize that. I should have read it more carefully. Maybe we'll switch it in future. Private education would give us a 15% increase to the alloys, to 6,000 alloys. That's actually a pretty considerable amount. Anyways, well, that's just what I went with. Anyway, we can't change it for 10 years. So, transportation and logistics. Trade values increased. Pop growth from immigrations increased. Colony development creeds increased. Ship upkeep and trade protection are reduced. Pacifist ethics increased. The military transport aspect of it would have instead reduced trade value but increased and decreased ship upkeep. So I guess if we really wanted to focus alloys, we could go military transport for transportation and logistics, private healthcare, private education. Those two would help alloy production quite a lot. Personal weapons are limited, I haven't changed that. And then telecommunications, it's gone with military telecommunications. It hurts the research output. The reason I did that was just because I feel like at this point our research is pretty much maxed out. We're just getting repeatable techs. It's going to increase our naval capacity 33%, so now we can build more ships. While we just get more techs at like a couple months extra, rate. Not too bad. Or cost. Alright. Hopefully that makes sense to people. I just thought we'd mention it. I guess it's so funny. Like, I did it maybe an hour ago, and I'm looking at it now, and I'm like, I don't know if I made the right choices on that. Well, that's just the way it is. It made sense to me at the time. So I just gave one more system over to the Kosher Trade League this time. It was Mehernaz, which was somewhere around here. Let's just have a quick search of it. Right there. So this little system here we just gave back. There was not much in it. It's actually 5 gases, but just cleaning up those borders a little bit better. So that's the situation now. If we get rid of the Union's map mode, everyone has their true colors. And the Roman Empire and the Veldener Zealots have the same color as me, but you can see basically then what we have. We'll leave it like this for now. Alright, they accepted that. New technology. Defense platforms increase. I've gone with some improvements to defensive platforms in between episodes as well. But we are very short on moats, gases, and these kind of things to do our upgrades of military weapons. So that's why I want to be focusing on that a little bit more. So out here we have our 3 new megastructure projects underway. One of them is actually already nearly 50%. Our speed at building megastructures has been vastly increased, which is great. Alright, back to the starfield of Mars. Pretty crazy. The behemoth planetcraft just sitting in the middle. Our dreadnoughts are being mass produced. I think I'm going to make one new fleet, and I'm going to make it really interesting and special. We'll have some big dreadnoughts, but we'll also have some smaller ships to complement it and really try to do a new balanced build instead of just having like big dreadnought fleets, big corvette fleets. We'll try to make one that's at least kind of an interesting all-rounder. My first fleet is kind of like that, Classis 1, to an extent, but I don't think it actually is that complementary anymore. Battle cruisers are largely just, honestly, they're just not really needed anymore. But having things like big dreadnoughts being complemented with lots of strikecraft and things like that, and maybe some flak, that kind of thing would be good, I think. So we'll try that, and then obviously some cruisers or strike cruisers to give us buffs to the fleet and aura effects. I think that kind of thing would work, but the mid-tier classes of ships just don't really seem that useful for anything, really, unless you're looking for speed, which I'm not. I'm looking for weight, if anything. Alright. Things are actually running a little bit better. Also, do we have any species to change out? We could do it with these guys. It's not many of them, but every little helps.
Situation log updated.
That might actually happen in the next day, which is good. If I was really attentive, I could just do that every month. Just queue it up at the 29th.
Gene
There we go.
modification complete.
Seems like it took a while actually to sort that out. Alright, resource storage capacity increased again. Love to see it. We can go with number 15. So we can now hold 744,000. Wow, we're actually getting up to that million mark. Yeah, let's keep doing that then. Didn't need to build the Kugel Blitzes after all, at least not yet. Minerals from jobs, 5%. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, great. Uh-oh. Unemployment on the archives. Let's figure out what's going on here. So, we've got 11 unemployment here. What's the deal? Too many unemployed slaves. Okay. Well, I can sort that out really quickly. So this place is called the Archives. We want to go to somewhere in Hellas, which is in need of slave pops, like this place. So let's find the Archives, probably at the bottom of this list. There they are. And we'll just shift everyone over. Ah, we'll destroy slots. Well, in that case... I have to move over some humans. I'll move over 8 humans. We'll just take 8 of these over. I think that was 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Alright, cool. So that'll help just a little bit. I'll sort that out in future. Archives, man, I don't even know where that is. It's somewhere out here, I think. It's hard for me to remember. I need to rename these systems as well to match the names. Fontrol, maybe? Yeah. Archives is a cool name. We'll leave it the way it is for now. There's a lot of these planets that we just obtained that I haven't really renamed. So that still has left us with a lot of unemployment. Clerks. See, the problem is a lot of these buildings, they don't require jobs. So you just end up having... I mean, this thing is just totally messed up. Negative 32 jobs. 11 unemployment. 75 pops. Well, we could just improve the... We don't really need to, though. God, it's a mess. The commerce buildings, which give a lot of jobs. That means people will be working a bit better. Obviously, if you just build a few mining districts, we have a lot of housing. So I guess we could do that. So let's replace this with, I don't know, 1, 2, 3. That might sort it out a little bit. It's not... I know this isn't the best, but... That's why we need the Birch World. Everyone's going to go to the Birch World and everything will be fine in future. There's too many planets to manage. If you want to have a look, actually, just for fun, let's turn on planets. Let's close that down, close that down, close that down. These are all the planets we have. So forgive me if there's a lot to manage. Sorry, I went through the other list. So we'll close the sectors list. So from here, all the way up. Quite a lot. 112. Which is a little excessive, I would say, at this point. So yes, some places will have unemployment. But I still maintain that unemployment on the whole is probably less than 1%. So I'm happy about that. Alright, we're coming up to September, almost into the next year. Let's turn on sectors, let's turn on civilian ships, military fleets. Okay, cool. Leader lifespan yet again increased. And we just grew 35 pops in the last couple months. Like, we've so many, with 100 worlds, there's just so much room for, like, we're growing so many pops so fast. So performance is just going to keep getting worse and worse and worse as we keep growing more and more pops all the time. Unless we purge them. Which I'm not going to do anytime soon. Without the Senate's approval, of course.
Situation log updated.
Be extremely tyrannical if I tried to do that. Okay, so let's check in on our megastructures. What's the next progress report here? Sorry, trying to click it.
Genetic enhancement supplied.
73%. Okay. Okay, so they're just down to one template as well. Let's see, these guys could be improved. Trying to see if there's one that particularly has a lot, like these guys. Half Ildar. They've got quite a few.
Situation log updated.
Alright, so what percentage are we on? 75%. Okay, good. The other ones are on 41. They're just starting, and I think this one's just started. 31. Yep. The construction ship hasn't reached Pollux yet. It's almost there. Pollux, that is. Alright, well, we can probably start churning out more for the main fleet here. Or the Dreadnought fleet. 15,000. We're still short on enigmatic energy. Let's see exactly what we're short on, just for curiosity's sake. Oh, they're just about to get their next ships built, that's why. Game's just totally frozen, by the way. Okay.
Gene modification complete.
It does seem to have a pretty big hiccup when you do that gene modification, although it should be helping. It should be helping overall. So let's just take one more quick look at gene modification this episode, and then maybe I'll leave it for a while.
Situation log updated.
So we might go through one more hiccup, but other than that, it should be fine. Alright, we're up to 20 ships, so we can build 5 more. So, while we're waiting... Yeah, 20 out of 25. 15,000. That can't be all 5, though. There must be more that we don't have a resource for. Oh, we might be low on the moats, actually. Yeah, it's probably that. Yeah, we need 300 moats, but we have 144. Alright, we'll just wait a while. 1.7 million, though. It's a thick fleet. Mamericus Volumnius, who's level 13. It's actually a higher level than even Opsius. Opsius has the fame to carry him, though. Don't recall this song. It's called And Then We Evaporated. 7 minutes, though. Let's have a listen. Stellaris DJ. Okay, well, we're just kind of waiting. So it's almost the first year done. Well, I say first year. The year 450 done. A grand fleet and will to power has been expired. Will to power monthly influence. We definitely need that. It's +5. And this one, ship upkeep and naval capacity increased. Yep, let's get that again. Alright, so this is really going to be an episode focused on getting megastructures done, upgrading fleets, kind of like the last couple. Although obviously we're not at war with any uprisings and things like that. There's not much left in the galactic community that we need to do.
Enhancements applied.
So we're kind of just on rails for a while. I'll speed time up. Let's go with more resource storage. So we're almost up to a possible 800,000 when we get that tech done. And then we're just going to be waiting for these 4 megastructures to finish. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I need to be doing? That's like really important. So I couldn't trade any more territories, so I'm kind of stumped there. Minerals actually got really, really low. So the next thing I do want to do is make sure we're getting a megastructure built for another Starlifter. And this one's actually in position and ready to do it. I think we just require more influence. We've got 200. So let's see. It's the new year, by the way. The year 2451. That's a compressor. So we're looking for a star lifter. 255 influence. So we need about 50 more. Alright. Not a big deal. Alright. 49 years to go until endgame. Until GG. The victory year. And then if we save up extra influence after our megastructures, we can start claiming on Traxian, the way I was saying before. It does seem a little unnecessary, but oh cool, the borders actually redrew. That's nice. Oh, that's real nice. We're connected. The hyperlane actually thickened up. Cool. I didn't realize it did that. That's nice. Not sure I like this song. I don't know why I chose it or added it to the mod. I guess it's kind of okay in the background.
New technology discovered.
Kind of looking for something a bit more active. Alright, so minerals from jobs increased, no problem. Megastructure build speed. Let's just keep getting these cheaper ones. Alright, our next suck site is done. 5,000 alloys thereabouts. Ithaca was having an issue. Ithaca is at Hellas. Yeah, it's lacking, that's fine. It's lacking a lot of clerks. Let's just clerk it up. That'll help the amenities here. Distribute some goods. Alright, good.
New technology discovered.
Alright, just get this one. It's cheap, 3 months. 500,000 food, basically. Got enough food to feed every pop in the galaxy. Oh, man. Also, in between episodes, I went through and looked at some governors and things like that. Also, min-maxed them a bit. Drew some new sectors out here. We didn't have a lot of planets here sectored. I think it was just 2 of them, and a lot of them weren't in it. So I relocated the capital to the archives. That drew some new borders, and now pretty much every planet that's in this like kind of pocket out here is covered by a sector. These aren't planets, these are just systems with no planets in them. Unfortunately, it looks like this one has escaped us. Hello, Farvis. But it's 4 jumps away, so unless I built like a hyperlane or something to cut through, there's no way we'd get that one. I'm not going to do that, it's way too much effort. Just for sake of argument, let's see if this little thing can have a megastructure built on it. We're going to send a ship out there. I'll try to remember to look back at it. We have to delete the physics research before we can build on it, so we'll see. But I'm pretty sure I checked in between episodes already. Alright, 29%, good. Great. Alright, it's the 1st of May. Do we need...
New technology discovered.
Alright, resource storage done. There's no scrolling on this one. We're getting very limited with what's left. Energy credits from jobs. Let's go. Minerals from jobs. It does seem to definitely like have a big chug and lag when it's trying to get those new techs as well now. I don't know why. There's not many left. You think it'd be easier, if anything, to roll them. Let's take a look at the Nicole Dyson beam. Looks pretty cool. The whole claw-shaped thing it's got going on. I think it harvests all its energy and like will beam it out or something. And then we build a wormhole, don't we? Yeah, I think we build a wormhole and it goes through that and into the target. Should probably look to build this up, considering it's probably one you'd want to protect. Oh my god, imagine if we built it and it fell into enemy hands and then they just like targeted Terra. Jeez. Makes it, it's kind of a scary thought to even think about not building it maybe, because it's so powerful. Because it could fall into the wrong hands. So 1,300 days left on that. Alright, well everyone seems to be upgrading pretty good to go. Start designing out that new fleet soon. Alright, 1st of July. So that's a year and a half done.
New technology discovered. Fleet upgraded.
Okay, fleet upgraded, all good. We could come out, maybe just for fun, let's get Opsius to ride out and take out some of these space amoeba. These are just sitting there. I don't want any red in the galaxy, you know? I want to get rid of all these. 7 days till arrival.
Fleets enhanced.
He just jumps in, no sound. Pretty much. It's cool, the nebula in the distance. New technologies? What's the pause?
New technology discovered.
Maybe I should just not research technologies anymore. The game will run fine.
Engaging hostile fleets.
God, it's such overkill. It's like such overkill. Jeez. Alright, well, on to the next one, I guess. We'll just queue these ones up then. Alright, let him do his thing. We might make a jump to make it go quicker later. So the next suck site is done. Right, just about 2.5 years for that, I think. Actually, just about 2 years, yeah. And then this one is at 94%, so that's almost done as well. So this will greatly improve our production rates of all these, or a lot of the base special resources, volatile modes, exotic gases, rare crystals. We have pretty good income rates to them now. It's just they could be way better.
New
Speaking of,
technology discovered.
let's have a look at that gas world that we have. I think I put it in a sector recently. Should be near the bottom. Yeah, here it is. So this is that gas giant that we decided to live on. So I haven't got a chance, obviously, to go through votes and see what people have said yet for whether or not we'll make habitable gas giants in the Sol system. But I feel like I know the answer. And then also habitable barren worlds and things like that. So we've got 2 gas pumping facilities. And it looks like we're not growing humans here. That's the problem. We're not taking the job. So doing that means let's just shift these to, I don't know, doesn't really matter where. Well, there's human workers here actually on Terra, so we could take them away. If the game would just
New
let
technology
me.
discovered.
Alright, cool. So 2 human workers can go away from there, and then the Skanuri half-cold slaves go over there. That's fine. Don't want research, and I don't really care about the energy. I've decided that I think the Penrose Sphere ring world is probably going to be just energy, just a giant energy producing thing, because we don't need the research sites on there. But the energy will require a lot of crystals. So, oops, I don't even know what I clicked. Okay, so defensive platform points 10%, lifespan, and let's go with shield. Let's go with this one. Energy credits from jobs. Alright, great. Man, the game is so smooth when it's like this. Look at that. I haven't seen it this smooth in so long. Oh, it's so good. Just zoom in and out. I can move my camera around. Nothing freaks out. It's great when the game is paused. Alright, cool. And then back to the mess. So Upsies is in the next system now. Right, and after he's done that, he'll probably just, we'll just probably make a jump with him to the next one to be quicker. Although, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 jumps? I guess I should actually target them. At least that way he'll do it. Instead of just going to the center of the system and not engaging. That's probably the best thing. Alright. It is November. We're almost 2 years in now. Alright, they have their next mission. Great. Alright, 90 days and the dreadnoughts are done. And then we've got about 600 naval capacity left to fill, maybe 700. So that's easily another fleet. I'll design that in between episodes though, because I could be here forever. But I think, like I said, I'll try to have a nice complementary fleet, and then I'll show it to you in
technology
detail.
discovered.
We are almost 4,000 points out of 9,600 for the Federation to get to our stronger together. Damage to endgame crisis. Monthly unity is equal to 10% of the size of the Federation fleet. Wow. And every member transfers 10% of their diplomatic weight to the president. Alright, it is the new year. The year 2452. And the music has gone off and the game has frozen to a halt. We've grown 160 pops
New technology discovered.
in these 2 years. Which means basically every one of our worlds has produced someone on average. Because we have about 112 worlds. Strike craft damage. Or attack speed, yep. We have the new influence, so let's start cooking up that second star lifter. 'Cause I think we're going to need it. Maybe then we can look for another Hyperforge. Don't know if I forgot or not. Did I build the third suck site? I think I did, but I'll have to double check. Did not. Alright, you guys are free to get out of here then. Just go back to Augusta or something. Haven't been up to that Vazarin territory in a while. Nemesis. Let's check it out. Horrible, there's no regular districts, there's not much amenities, but stability is 100%. There's a little unemployment. It's growing cold and god damn, I swear these things reset after I change them. Senate is now in session for moderate military sanctions. Sure, I'll never be sanctioned or denounced, right? So I should be fine. I don't think it matters if I break law unless I'm denounced. Yeah, because I think you can only be denounced once you break law. I think that's the way it works. Pretty sure. Okay, so we're at 240,000 alloys.
New technology
Which means
discovered.
we could just keep banking that now until maybe the next part of the Galactic Core is finished. A couple of years. We'll improve the megastructures though when we can. I feel kind of bad about this actually, seeing as they're not even hostile. Not really. They're just sitting on the edge of systems. Why aren't like the Dakarites fighting them? Am only I? Maybe they have a truce with them or something? The space amoeba? No one else is like engaging them. And I'm just coming in here wiping them out.
New technology
Purely because they're
discovered.
hostile to me. More leader lifespan. Jeez. Alright. Admin cap. Sure. Why not? More minerals. Our minerals is actually coming up a lot because we've gotten a few of these 5% technologies. Oh, I thought I told Opsius to jump. I didn't. Alright, 13 days, 2 weeks, and we're going to come in and take out that last one. And then there's a bunch all around down here. They're actually moving around a bit as well. I wonder where they're going. Come on, game. Churn through it. Wow, no technology that time. That was just a pure lag spike. Jesus, that was so loud. Alright. I love the flanking. Every time I see it, I have to say it. I'm just like so impressed by it. Don't know why. It's the little things. Okay, zoom out. Oh, what's this? Pirates?
New technology discovered.
It is indeed. Let's go take them out. Crystal Megabore complete. Alright, cool. 1,700 alloys. That's totally fine. Make 10 times more than that in a month. 2 new technologies finishing on the next month. The tech rate is just insane. We're at 31,000, 10,000 in each category. God, can you imagine being pirates and then that comes for you, just out of nowhere? I feel like, you know, maybe pirates shouldn't even appear if the military strength is just... I guess not. You could be away, I suppose. But proximity military strength, maybe. It's like, oh, there's a... in the system... Like, if you were one system away from rising up and one system away from you, there was, you know, just basically the US military, and you're just like, I don't know, one ship. See, that's like the equivalent we're dealing with here. It's like, maybe you wouldn't rise up and do something about that. Maybe. Alright, well, we cleared out the Dacroids fragments. Pests. I think we'll just go back. I don't think it matters taking out the rest of them. I don't know if I should or not. What about up here? Kosher Trade League? Space Amoeba? Yeah, it's weird. They've kind of just spawned all over the place. In little pockets. None of them are in our territory, though. We'll just head back for now. A job well done. Opsius has an itchy trigger finger, as we know. Damn, I missed a month there of technology. I'll never get that back if we're completing them all with pretty much within 1 month. We just stored 29,000 society. A lot of people deciding that they don't want military sanctions. Sadriel exiles do, but nobody else does. These ones are in breach of... I can understand the guys that are in breach. Obviously the ones that aren't seems a bit strange. But okay, I'll hop back over in a moment. I forgot that you can't do it instantly.
Technology discovered.
Alright, energy weapon attack speed, go. Let's get the next resource storage capacity. That takes 5 months. That one's getting quite expensive. Is that 1.3 million? No, it's 135,000 research. Okay. Alright. How's everything going at Gargantua? So there's 32 available jobs here. So super radiant scattering centers. This is all energy, which I think I'm happy to build. It's heavy on the crystals though. We are building a crystal megabore, let's not forget. Oh, weird.
New technology discovered.
Pause it for a second. There we go. Alrighty, so where are we at now? More minerals, please. Edict duration? Sure. I also noticed that we're missing a gene clinic here. Let's get that. Alright, let's Gargantua. 300,000 alloys. 685 days remaining, and then for the Dyson beam, just over that. Alright, great. I'd also been building some defenses over at Terra. Let's see if we can get back to it here. Here we go. Yeah, so I've started building fortresses. So our fortresses are little star bases. This one needs to be upgraded, actually. Fortress class. It says Fortress 2. Oh, that's just the name of it, yeah. So that's what we got on them. Basically, the best strike craft we can put on. Some of the best G weapons, torpedoes. And then a little bit of variety from pretty much all the large. To kind kind of spread the cost down as well. So that's just the fortress class. Let's just build more of those. 4. I don't know what the fleet power of this thing is, because it was already on, like, it's already gone around, you know, circled around that number, so it's somewhere up towards the million mark. Because it kind of seems to cut out around 700,000, and then it just says it displays like 1. Now that it says 122,000, I think it's at about 800,000 or 900,000, I think. And our extra dreadnoughts are now built. 2.1 milli we've got in that one. These dreadnoughts seem to be much more powerful. I don't really understand why. They shouldn't be. I think it's with the combination of having the strike cruisers, the triremes, carriers. Sorry, these must be really power. Like add a lot of little extra power. Again, don't really see why this wouldn't be as powerful, but okay. It could also be upgraded to have better energy and things like that. All right, we are now 3 years in. We're 3 years in. No, wouldn't it be ridiculous if we just didn't have an endgame crisis? That would suck. It's just like the next 10 episodes are just like this. Yeah, we're just waiting for time to pass. I mean, I'm excited for the Birch World, genuinely, and for the Dyson Beam, but you know, I'm expecting any moment to get like a little message, see what's going to happen. But you know, it is a golden age. I don't think the people would be complaining.
New technology discovered.
Just pause it. Alright, so minerals from jobs have been increased. Planetary build speed. Army damage and energy credits. We're making a lot of everything again. Wow, we've only got 4,000 minerals. Jeez. Contraband on Ithaca. This place should be fine now, right? It's got a little bit of crime, but it should be fine. So it's farming focused. What could we sort it out with? Food processing facility. Hydroponics farms.
Fleet upgrades applied.
Slave processing facility would probably be a good one. Senate House, how could I forget? A Neo Coliseum, love it. For all the slaves. This is like a slave central one because it's focused on farming. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I'm just going to pause time because you can't scroll this list otherwise. Oh, I've already got one built. I'm an idiot. That's why. I was thinking, where is it? Okay.
Construction online.
It's Opsius back home. He's going through Avexis. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned it in one of my episodes a while ago. I was like, oh, Avexis. That sounds like that system in Star Wars. I can't remember the name of it. And I said something beginning with E. I remembered it straight after that episode. Like, straight after I ended, I was like, oh, it's called Exegol. And I didn't look it up, I swears. So, I don't know if anyone actually pointed it out or commented, but I just want to, I don't know, clear the air. I just mentioned, every time I see Avexis now, I'm like, oh yeah, Exegol. Alright, we've got 268 more influence. I think we needed something like 400 or 500 to wage war on the Traxians. Alright, good. This is a beautiful gas giant, by the way. 344,000 alloys. It's crazy. I was just basically in awe of that number, and I was just trying to work something out at 10,000 per month. I was just trying to work out how long it's going to be. But that just means I might be insanely stupid. No, I don't think so. But at 10,000 per month, that just means it's 34 months, right? Or is it 100? No, I'm so stupid right now. I can't think of it.
New technology
Yeah, because it's
discovered.
10,000. So 30. Yeah, it's only been 34 months, and that's what builds up that much. Of course. Okay. Pretty sure anyway. Okay, so more energy credits from jobs, longer lifespan, and oh, you know what we never built? I don't think so, but I don't think we ever built the Galactic Hospital, did we? The Galactic Hospital, and that was being built at Opsius. Maybe I forgot. I don't know if we ever finished it. Yeah, let's go check it out. Yeah, there it is. A galactic clinic. A large spaceborne medical clinic dedicated to the study of various xeno races in the galaxy and the analysis and treatment of all the diseases and conditions that afflict them. How did I forget that? Alright, let's start rebuilding that. Cool. Uh-oh. Yeah, we're heavily losing the rare crystals now with all of the commerce that I built for all the slaves all the time. Slaves are just constantly, like, the majority of our slaves are just working as clerks. They're just everyday traders, you know, basically generating trade for our empire to tax, essentially, and turn into consumer goods and into energy credits. So it's great, but yeah, man, we need to get that crystal megabore up and running. It's nice to see how fast we make these megastructures now. It's really, really quick. That's gonna slot into place a bit more, but yeah, they're gonna look really weird together. Oh well. Oh, the containment silos generate energy. I didn't realize that. That's nice. I feel like they should consume energy. But okay. Oh, man. It's a peaceful galaxy. 3 years in. 3 years and 7 months. So we could build this up as well. The Galactic Core Station.
New technology discovered.
Alright, energy credits from jobs. Keep going. Do that again. Alright, let's have a look at that. Nanite actuators have stopped being made. Research speed 10%. You know what? I actually don't think we need it. I actually don't think we need it. So I'll leave it for now. What was the other one? Crystalline sensors. We don't need that either. Not really. Can't afford that one anyway. Let's just buy some crystals to pad out our crystals in case we do run out. Alright, September the 1st. 53. In between this episode and the next one, I'm going to design out that next ship, and then, or the next fleet. I'll try to make use of all the naval capacity we have. And I'll have to go through a lot of our stations and make sure they're upgrading properly. I can't remember, where was it? It was at the Dyson beam. We wanted to improve this one. Yeah, so even just for now, let's just get a mixture of guns and missiles. And then upgrade. Very close to being done, which means the Birch World is almost at its next stage, and we'll see how much we need. With low crystals, we're going to be pretty far behind building it. I'm assuming it's going to need even more than last time, which was like 4 or 5,000, I think, so. $300 days remaining, sweet. Alright, great. These are all coming along nicely. This one didn't actually slot itself over the world yet. Oh, because the ring segment's actually not done yet. This planet looks a bit rough. What's going on here? Hall of Judgment. Can I not just delete these? No, you have to... Oh my god. Alright. Demolish, please. Just click something.
New technology discovered.
Yeah, sometimes it says you can demolish and other times it can't. I don't know why that is. Alright, defense platform damage, megastructure build speed. Let's go with that again. Resource storage, energy, weapon damage, or attack speed. Let's go attack speed. Alright, the crystal mega board just got to its next stage. 1700 alloys. Great. Oh my god. The Nexus has unemployment. Oh, sorry, I thought that was Nemesis for a bit. More ruins. Let's just repair these. One of these days, delete every single building. It's gonna be great. And then just build every planet fresh. And still be imperfect. Alright, just for the fun of it, let's go and destroy more space amoeba. I'll just queue Opsius up to do it, let him handle it himself.
New technology discovered.
It kind of gives us a nice idea of how long it takes actually to get around the galaxy. That's one added benefit. I remember out in Kosher territory a long time ago, we saw one of those planets that we can consecrate. It was like ancient worlds or something. Real powerful stuff, actually. I think that one is one of the best ones. We'd have to find that again. If we ever do have a conflict out here, or if there ever is a conflict out here, it would be wise of us to take those territories ourselves. And demand vassalization, can we? Alright. Next one, leader lifespan again. Sure, let's go with that one. 7 months for those two, so that's kind of good. Bit of a break. It'd be crazy, like every 2 months your scientists just come to you and it's like, yeah, we just found a way to make our weapons react, 5% faster. They're now 5% faster at attacking. It's like, geez, that's pretty good. And every couple of months they just keep doing that. It's like, it's insane. It's like, how did you not figure this out before? Mars. Mars is the admin block next to Rome. It's not industry, it'll just be admin, so let's do that. Can't really afford to upgrade them without the crystal. Without the crystals that we need. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's check out the Kosher capital and their fleet in a second. We're 4 years in now, so that was actually a pretty good time, pretty good progress we've made so far.
Technology discovered.
We've just about done 4 years in this episode. That's pretty cool looking system. This is the natural nebulas that I think vanilla Stellaris made, not the modders. 133 pops, mass unemployment, and -10 housing. Looks like they're doing well. Alright, energy weapon attack speed. Let's just get it again. Alright, I'm looking forward to this. 180 days until the Birch World's frame is finished.
Construction online.
The Galactic Core Station. Let's build it up. Tell us about the mysteries of the universe. The Infinity Machine? No, we've already asked about that. Wish they could tell me more about mysteries of the universe, not just the galaxy, the universe. I think I told this story before. Maybe I told it in this Let's Play already. I'm not sure. But one of the first times I played this game and I got to the end and I pretty much occupied the entire galaxy. I remember just spotting actually the background texture is a little bit different while we're playing now. But I remember just spotting out in the distance these like little things and I was like, oh, that's like another galaxy. And then I just looked at my own galaxy and I was like, oh, this is just one galaxy. And then there's like, you know, basically an infinite amount. And then I remember thinking, I'm also just playing this in a video game. And I just got like a huge existential crisis thinking about like the scale of everything and how the utter waste of time. Hey, I appreciate everyone watching. But that was just an amazing moment that I had. I think it's on my first campaign that I beat in the game.
New technology discovered.
And I remember after dealing with the first endgame crisis I had, where they came from another galaxy, and I was like, oh yeah, those are other galaxies. I was like, oh yeah, this is just one galaxy. And I felt so infinitely small. Okay, so there we go. Energy weapon attack speed again. Obviously, doing his thing. Clearing out the amoeba. Alright, so we have passed the 4-year threshold. So we did 4 years in this episode. It's pretty good so far. At least, generally speaking, actually, time-wise, we're not doing too bad. It's not like I can only get a year done, so that's good. We've also grown 400 pops in those 4 years. According to my pop count. Oh, one of the suck sites finished, didn't it? I think this is the first one. Nope, must be this one. Nope. It was the last one to finish, that's why. Swim freely, my baby amoebas. Alright, on to the next one. I guess we could just go down here then. Clear out this one next. I wonder if does anything happen when you kill them all? Maybe. We'll find out. Alright, that birch world should be almost done now. We've crossed halfway through this year. It was about 180 days to go last time we checked it.
New technology discovered.
57 days. Alright, we'll stay here for that. Megastructure build speed is increasing yet again. Let's keep doing that then as soon as we need them. It's probably the only technology I actually need or care to have the most. 3.3 million Unity. Alright, 39 days. We'll just wait for that to finish. And once it does, we'll see what kind of costs are involved with getting into the next stage. I imagine we're going to have to buy up motes and crystals to get the next phase done. We have so many extra resources, like psi power or whatever. Psionic charge is so much. 25,000. Augusta has employment. That's an embarrassment. That's the bureaucratic capital of the Empire. You think that if they can't sort unemployment, who can? The propaganda at the moment must be insane. They can't even manage themselves. How should they manage the Empire? It's the rival senators bickering in the Senate there. I am available for voice work. Okay, Birch World frame complete. The frame has been fully completed. A massive scaffold now surrounds the black hole, and we must now begin the hardest part, constructing the massive shell itself. It's going to be a long and arduous task, but once it's complete, we'll have access to infinite living space. Oh wow, we're really that close? That is close. Alright, so 510,000 alloys. Dude, we are so close. 20,000 away, pretty much. Now, 6,000 motes, 6,000 crystals, and 6,000 gas. That's a lot for me. think we've mismanaged earning that a little bit. But that's fine. We'll just buy as much as we can. We do have way too much energy, at least. So here's what I'll start doing. Let's set up a trade to buy 100 monthly gas, 100 monthly crystal, and 100 monthly motes. We'll just let that continue on until, and then I guess food will sell about 8,000 food. Seems a bit ridiculous, but we're not going to make very much from this, but we'll just do it anyway. That should just generate lots of energy for us that we then put into all these things. We're probably going to do a deficit of energy for a while, but that's okay. It's cool. We want to just burn it at a steady rate rather than just do big purchases. And as we get closer, once we get the alloys in place, then I'll just buy the rest. I think that's what I'll do. So that's only like 4 or 5 months of this, but we'll just see how it works out. We do need thousands, so... That's awesome, though. I can't believe we're so close to it. And then it said it takes 3,000 days to get to that next stage. In fact, let's just have a look at how much the cost would be. Or the time would be. Yeah, 3,000. A completed birch world built around a supermassive black hole that is little more than a metal shell above the event horizon, but offers nearly infinite living space. And then we're going to throw in all the districts. Now, I can't remember, but I thought I left some of the district technologies behind. I'm guessing I must have got them. I hope they haven't, like, disappeared now, and I can't ever get them. If that was the case, I'd just go in and debug console them in or something, but that would suck if I had to do that. So we're lacking 4,000 alloys, 5,000 motes, and 5,000 crystals. Yeah, it's crazy.
New technology discovered.
So let's just buy 1,000 of that, buy 1,000 of that, and crystals. God, 48,000 per crystal. Now we just have to, like, leave it. So yeah, we're short a couple thousand in each one. We'll have to let the market resettle a bit. But at least their income rates are all pretty high. 123, 170, and 86. Well, we should improve that one to at least match the motes. Alright, let's see how that goes. I'm just going to go through these, make sure I didn't miss one. Nope, seems good. What about the Dyson beam? That's going to be finishing next. So that's going to require a lot, actually, as well. Yeah, 91 days. Now we're getting thick now. We're getting thick now, that's for sure. 5 years. 2455. January.
New technology discovered.
The galaxy holds its breath. 19. Wow, 19 repeatable texts. I didn't think they'd go that far. Let's keep getting them, though. We can now store 844,000. What I didn't look at was the base cost of whatever that would have been. I wonder, are we reducing it so much? No, the base was 600,000, so we did reduce it 90,000 alloys. That's pretty good. Those are big prices. All right, February 2nd. Alright, 48 days to go. Sorry that I keep going quiet for a while, but, you know, there's really not much going on other than just waiting for time to pass by. I could give you, you know, rants about my game design theories, but I don't know if people really care about that. Space Amoeba Mother is dead again? Sorry. cocklight. March 1st. The old March 1st stutter. Love it.
New technology discovered.
Okay, Megastructure speed is improved yet again. Let's just improve explosive weapon damage. We're up to 500 influence now, so we could begin the claims on our old Traxian enemy and link up our territories down here. Not that we need to, but it gives us something to do in the meantime. Flex our military muscle a bit. As I'm sure Opsy's getting sick of dealing with pest control, essentially. Galactic pest control. There's actually a megastructure here. What do they got? Substellar compressor, magneto panels. Magneto panels. That's kind of like what I built, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Yeah. Although, oh no, it isn't. I went through one of these when we were fighting before. They can utilize magnetic fields and other forces to remotely heat the interior of the brown dwarf. Okay. Interesting. Crystal Megavore is complete. Let's just go to that one next. This is the cheap one. Alright, so the Nickel Dyson Beam is at its next stage as well. There it is. Excellent. Our Nickel Dyson Beam Stellar Redirector has been completed. This absolutely massive construct dwarfs anything ever seen in this galaxy. Well, kind of. We are building a frame around a supermassive black hole, but okay. And it's capable of redirecting and easily manipulating the star's cataclysmic energy. We still need to construct the focusing arrays in order to fire it. Excellent. The focusing arrays. 25,000 alloys. Good. Not nearly as much time as the other thing took.
New technology discovered.
Oh my god, we're losing energy like crazy. Oh, well, that's because of the the market. I forgot. It's like, what the hell's going on? So what are we at with that? We're at 4.8, 3.6, and 3.6. So let's stop selling these now. Just buy the rest in bulk when we need to. Alright, we're making good energy again. But now we're losing crystals. Well, that's not good. We'll have to at least...
New technology discovered.
We'll have to at least purchase 13 of them.
Construction online.
Is that it? Is that operational? Yeah, it is. Done. Alright, so that's 20 motes and 20 gases, just like that. Boom. And those other two are almost on their way to being done as well. Great. Probably need yet another crystal megabore if we really want to get harvesting those crystals. Uh-oh. Oh no, don't tell me my game froze. Or it's crashed. Let's leave it there. So I'm sure the... Oh!
War has broken out.
Whoa. A war? Oh, it looks like it's been another machine uprising. Yeah, Prime Databank. Alright, okay. Alright, well Opsius is in the area, actually. He can come in here and help this out pretty much immediately. It's an interesting shape they made. But yeah, we'll come in and take them out. I guess that's what was going on. So just a bit of another machine uprising. Again, this is why we don't want... Our machines are relegated to servitude. We ain't getting this technology, no way. Alright, cool. Well, that's pretty much going to be it for this episode. As I said, our focus now is going to be... We have plenty of alloys to start building those... The birch world. So we just need to kind of get the rest of the stuff up and running. So when we just accumulate a bit more energy, which will happen in a matter of time, we can also sell, actually, I might do this in between episodes, just sell off some of the gravitic anomaly. Can we do that, actually? No, we can only sell crystals. Yeah, I'll look around. I'll shop around with other nations as well, see what they can give. And try to just get that number up so we can build a birch world. And then in the meantime, we have another machine uprising to deal with, which is lovely. Alright, thank you guys very much for watching. Sorry about these kind of slower episodes. Doing everything I can to kind of keep it going and make it interesting. Hopefully something bigger or more interesting will happen. We are now 45 years away from the end game. So we just covered about 5 years. And yeah, we're ending on May, so pretty much dead on 5 years. Alright, so that's going to be it. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.